Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Yeah. Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Hello and welcome to another episode of Craig's Stuff. My name is Craig and I am Groot. That's what he says. That's what Groot says. You should know that if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy movie, read any comics, that's what Groot says.
That's the only thing he does say.
That's the only thing he says. Then Vin Diesel got the easiest acting job in the history of acting jobs.
But he said it different ways, though.
Yeah, but he didn't say it that much.
So
He just said, I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot! So, no, I mean, not trying to diss the guy, but, well, good for him, easy money. That's how I feel.
Probably got millions of dollars doing it.
To do it, yeah. That's always cool being part of it.
Exactly.
So,
now you can say, I am Groot.
that's true. Well, what's awesome about this one is that we don't have to talk about the packaging at all because there is no packaging. I have reviewed all 6 other figures and their packaging to just get to this figure. This is really the only one that matters. There's a lot of figures and there's a couple figures in there. It's just like who needs them? But when you want to get this sucker, then you gotta buy it. You're screwed. That's why they're smart. They screw you into buying all of them so you can get the one big one, which is awesome. That's the whole build-a-figure strategy, which is absolutely genius in marketing. So, let me talk about Groot a little bit. Groot is a big tree.
That can never die.
If he explodes or whatever, you pick up a splinter of him and you plant it, and he grows back. So that's Groot. He hangs out with Rocket. He's like his muscle. His muscle. Kicks butt for Rocket, and he's got he has a good heart. Remember when he gave the little flower to the little girl? That was nice. So that's Groot. I guess I'm just so out of it. I'm so surprised. This no box thing. It's like really throwing me out of my jazz.
There's no dimensions that you have to go through.
I know, it's crazy. This should be quick, but I'm going off on.
But there's no description on the back of the box.
I can make up my own description.
I am Groot.
I am Groot is the description. Alright, well, let me talk about the overall sculpt of the figure, which is absolutely incredible. They did an amazing job. There's so much sculpted detail on this figure. You can't even describe it all. I mean, it's just a big old tree. All the bark and sticks and it just looks so nice. It's such a good job. I mean, he looks like he's wood.
He is wood.
I think if it were painted a little bit better, it would look even more like actual wood than it already does because they did an amazing job with the sculpt. His upper body has a lot of nice paint on it. I do like how they added in the green mossiness, and especially the way his eyes are painted look really cool. Now they're kind of concaved in with some black in there. It looks really, really nice. I just wish they continued with it on the rest of the figure. I mean, there's a little bit of green on his arms, but as soon as you drop below the waist, there's nothing on his feet. It's just this brown color, which is the color of the plastic. If they throw maybe some blacks just to show shading and just different shades of brown, because I mean trees aren't perfectly one color. It would have been kind of cool, and I assume fairly inexpensive to throw a little shading on there. Would have been nice, but it's still really, really cool, and I like this figure a lot. Let's see what his joints are, because he's a bit bigger of a figure. You have, of course, his head joint. You have shoulders. You have double jointed elbows. His wrists back and forth and spin. You have this chest motion here, which is actually which spins, which is actually where you attach him. Then you have, if I can get that moving, leg motion, which is nice and tight. So That's nice, and it goes out too. You get your knee joint, which is just a single joint for the knee, and your feet his feet actually have a nice pivot to them. They pivot and go up and down. So I'm sure if you wanted to get some sweet poses, he's really big, so it's
actually a nice pose right there.
Yeah, he's ready to, kick some butt.
I don't think he ever did that in the movie.
Well, I don't care. He can do whatever he wants to do. This is like if he were in a forest and then just like all of a sudden it's like freeze, and he did that.
So he's doing yoga.
But because he's big, you can get probably a lot of poses and actually have him stand, which is really cool because his feet have these nice. They're nice and
wide base.
Wide base. He's got a nice wide base on his feet, so that's really cool. So Groot stands at approximately how tall?
8 3/4.
8 3/4 inches. That. More like 9 inches.
No, it's 8 3/4.
8 3/4. Overall, it ends up costing you, I guess, 6 times $20. So that's $120.
So 130, because you got tax.
More than that. 7%. Whatever. It's $120 plus tax. So that's how much it would cost you if you were to buy all the figures to get him. Is it worth it? Probably. I mean, I think it's worth it. I love it, so I'm very happy with it because you get 7 figures, so that's really cool.
You get one for free.
I guess. Kind of. Not really. You are paying for it. If you're willing to buy all the other ones, if you like all the other ones, it's a buy. I mean, I love this thing. It's not like this. This is really not a figure I can just give a straight up buy to because you have to buy all the other ones to get them. I think it's worth it, so I'm gonna. You know what? I'm giving it a straight up buy. I don't care. I don't care if it makes any sense because you got to buy all the other ones to get them. But buy this figure. I think it's totally worth it. It's an awesome figure, and probably worth something because of how many figures you have to get to make him. So I really like him. He's really cool, and that completes the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Legends Infinite Series wave of figures. Alright everybody, thank you for joining me on this episode of Craig's Stuff. Make sure you keep watching for more videos, unboxings, reviews, etc.
What will be next?
I don't know what's coming next. I got a lot of stuff coming next, so we'll see. Just make sure you follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, subscribe to me right here on YouTube. Leave a comment down below. Check out the Instagram. If you want a shout out, I do shout outs. So, let me know. I will shout you out.
What if I want a shout out?
You don't get one. You don't get notion. You don't get nothing. You get nothing.
What's up?
That isn't no. Okay. I'll see you guys next time. I am Groot.